Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you are safe, I hope you are doing well, I hope you are making money as usual. So today we've got NFP in like 30 minutes, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be trading NFP today. So I'm going to analyze, okay, like right now I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to analyze. I'll show you guys exactly how I analyze NFP and how I'm going to be trading NFP. And I'm also going to show you guys exactly how I'm going to manage my trade and be able to make money. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna make money. Hopefully I'm not gonna lose any money. So all right, so let's see how that goes. All right, so for today's CPI, I'm gonna be going for a short. The reason why I want to be selling EU is because you can see we have some downside liquidity in sort of a trendline liquidity, but not only that, we also have a strong low, which as you can see, we have a liquidity graph, a breakout structure to the upside, and then we have the internal liquidity left by price, which is our trend line. So I just want to see price sell, take out that trend line, and then give me a buy setup. So the NFP is gonna be a sell to buy. Alright, so basically I have two type of setup I use for news trading, and those two type of setup I prefer one more than the other. And today it was the one that I didn't like that happened, but still it's fine. Even if I don't really like the method, it still works fine because it has low probability compared to the other one. So the high probability one is this one, right? So let's say that price is bullish. Okay, let's say that price is bullish. So what price will do is, when price giving you the pullback, that pullback will create liquidity. Okay, so the pullback will create liquidity, and then price will drop. Let's say take some liquidity here, and then the news event come, and the news event will go bullish. Okay, so in this case, price was selling to mitigate another block, so the other block got mitigated here. But not only that, price created upside liquidity. So after price coming to take this liquidity, mitigate the POI, the news come and then pump just to take out, to clear the whole trend line, and then continue bullish. So this is a trend continuation based on let's say a based on a high impact news like NFP. Okay, so this is the first case, which is a high probability, and the second one is that price goes against the trend. Okay, so let's talk about the same case where price is bullish, right? So let's say price is bullish, and in this case price will buy, but it will create liquidity as it buys. So let's talk about, okay, let's do something else, right? So price will be creating liquidity as it buys. Okay, so when that happens, what price will do is, price will do this and then it will buy. So in this case, price created a trend line to the downside here, right? You know that price is bullish. So what will happen is, we have the news event here, we have the NFP or CPI or whatever here, and that NFP will be responsible of selling to mitigate this or to take the whole trend line liquidity. So you know that price is bullish, but the news is going to be a sell to come to this POI. Okay, you know that we have another block down here. Yeah, so there's another block down here. So the news will come to clear the trend line liquidity and then probably give us a buy setup later. But what the news will do is just to drop and then take out the liquidity. And as it took the liquidity, as I said, it will eventually mitigate something down here, and that mitigation is definitely a low that took liquidity and probably broke structure to the upside. So as you can see here, this low took liquidity, broke structure, and then has some trendline liquidity in there. So what price will do is, NFP will sell to take out the liquidity, mitigate the POI, and probably give us a buy setup to the upside. So this was the case that happened today. So let me come back to the chart and I'll show you guys. So this was what I showed you guys earlier, and that's the same thing that happened. So you can see that we have a liquidity grab here, and then we have a breakout structure to the upside, and you can see that as price is buying, price created a trend line liquidity, and we can see that. So as trend line liquidity is created, NFP had to sell to take out that trend line liquidity and then mitigating the other block down here and probably give me a buy setup to the upside. I hope that makes sense. As simple as that. So you have like another block somewhere here. You can maybe go to something like the H4 to see the PY way better. Okay, so here you have another block here. So what price did is, it dropped, it took liquidity, it broke structure, and then it left some trend line that gives a reason for NFP to sell and then take the trend line and then mitigate this guy, and probably he may give us a buy setup to the upside. So this was how the analysis was made, and I wanted to buy price to the upside, or this is the strategy I usually use to trade high impact news or even like normal setup. And my TP is definitely the low of this trend line. As this thing sold and then hit this, for me I was done. There's nothing more, there's no more setup for me, and that was pretty much how I was able to trade NFP. So that was basically the only position I've taken this week, and that was a nice profit made. And now I can take my day off and have a nice weekend and a nice Friday. So if you guys like this sort of content, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll be making more videos probably on the upcoming days.